How California got rich. Land of billionaires, tech giants, and $8 coffee? But here's the crazy part. Just 170 years ago, this place was basically empty. No Silicon Valley, no Hollywood, no nothing. So how did California go from literal dirt to having an economy bigger than India, the UK, and France? Buckle up, because this story involves gold, trains, oil, movie stars, world wars, and nerds in garages. Let's go back to 1848, when California's entire population was smaller than a Taylor Swift concert. Act 1. The Gold Rush. January 24th, 1848. A guy named James Marshall is building a sawmill in Coloma when he spots something shiny in the water. Now, Marshall tried to keep this quiet. Tried. Because his boss was like, "Yeah, let's keep this secret," while also telling literally everyone. Within months, newspapers were screaming, "Gold in California," and people lost their minds. 300,000 people flooded into California. From China, Europe, South America, everyone wanted a piece. They called them the 49ers because most arrived in 1849. But here's the kicker. Most miners went broke. The real money wasn't in finding gold, it was in selling stuff to the miners. Levi Strauss sold sturdy pants. You know them as Levi's jeans. Samuel Brannan sold shovels and picks. These guys became millionaires while miners were eating beans in tents. By 1855, the easy gold was gone. California's population had exploded from 14,000 to 300,000. But now what? They couldn't all just leave, so California needed a new plan. Act 2. The Transcontinental Railroad. Enter the Big Four. Four businessmen who had a wild idea. What if we built a railroad connecting California to the rest of America? Leland Stanford, Collis Huntington, Mark Hopkins, and Charles Crocker blast through the Sierra Nevada mountains, cross the Nevada desert, and deal with extreme weather. And I need to mention, they exploited Chinese immigrant workers terribly. These workers did the most dangerous jobs, got paid less, and many died. That's a dark reality of this story. But when the railroad finished in 1869, boom, California was now connected to the entire country. Suddenly, California oranges could reach New York in days, not months. Wine, wheat, fruits, California became America's produce aisle. Money started flowing. Act 3. Black gold and silver screen. 1890s. Just when you thought California couldn't get luckier, someone strikes oil. Los Angeles, Bakersfield, Kern County, oil everywhere. By 1900, California was one of the top oil producers in America. And this timing? Chef's kiss, because cars were becoming a thing. California had the oil, the climate, and the space. Perfect combo. But wait, there's more. Early filmmakers in New York were dealing with Thomas Edison's patents, bad weather, and expensive everything. So they came to California. Cheap land, 300 days of sunshine, and diverse landscapes. You could film a western, a beach scene, and a mountain scene all in one day. By the 1920s, Hollywood was producing 80% of the world's films. The entire world was watching California's movies. Movies brought money. Money brought talent. Talent brought more money. California was becoming a cultural powerhouse and an economic one. Act 4. The War Machine. December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor gets bombed. America enters World War II. And California? California becomes America's war factory. Shipyards in San Francisco and San Diego were pumping out warships. Lockheed and Douglas were building planes. California made tanks, ammunition, everything. Over 2 million people moved to California for war jobs. The population exploded, and all these factories needed engineers, technicians, skilled workers. Then the war ends in 1945. But here's what's important. All those factories, workers, and technical knowledge didn't disappear. The Cold War started. California's aerospace and defense companies kept going. Lockheed, Northrop, Hughes Aircraft, they became permanent fixtures. Plus, universities like Stanford and Berkeley were getting huge government research contracts. Money, brains, and infrastructure. That's a dangerous combination. Act 5. The Tech Revolution. 1950s-60s. Silicon Valley wasn't even called that yet. It was just called Santa Clara Valley, a bunch of orchards and farmland. But then William Shockley invented the transistor and started Shockley Semiconductor. His employees left and started Fairchild Semiconductor. Their employees left and started Intel, AMD, and more. This created what we call the Silicon Valley ecosystem. Smart people attract smart people. Money attracts startups. Startups attract more money. It's a loop. 1976, Apple starts in a garage. 1998, Google starts in a garage. 2004, Facebook starts in a Harvard dorm, but quickly moves to California. Netflix, Tesla, Uber, Airbnb, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok's U.S. operations, all California companies. Right now, Apple alone is worth over $3 trillion. That's more than the entire economy of the UK, one company. Silicon Valley created more wealth in the last 50 years than maybe any other place in human history. Stanford graduates have created companies worth $3 trillion combined. Act 6. The Price of Paradise. But here's where the story gets complicated. California's success created massive problems. The average house in California costs $800,000. In San Francisco, try $1.5 million. A regular house, not a mansion, a regular house. California has the highest poverty rate in America when you adjust for cost of living. The same success that made billionaires also priced out teachers, firefighters, and regular families. Companies are leaving for Texas, Arizona, and Nevada because of high taxes and costs. Tesla moved its headquarters. Oracle moved. HP moved. So, California got rich through a perfect storm. Gold brought people, railroads connected them, oil powered them, Hollywood entertained the world, World War II industrialized everything, and tech made them stupid wealthy. But now, the big question is, can California stay rich without pushing everyone else out? That's the trillion-dollar question. From gold rush to tech rush, California went from zero to hero in 170 years. It's proof that location, timing, and a little bit of luck can change everything. Just remember, if you ever strike gold, don't tell anyone. Learn from James Marshall's mistake. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go cry about these California rent prices. Subscribe for more money history. It's cheaper than moving to California.